this one, the holder for the filament, does the swapping. Okay. We are live on the correct YouTube stream now. Like I said, very important to me for this one. I can trim the start of it to be better. Live. All right. There we go. It's working now. All right. So I'm going to stream for probably about an hour or so. Hopefully it's not laggy anymore. It looks like it's still like if it's lagging and freezing and stuff, please let me know. I saw it. Oh, dude, it is. Oh. Wow, that was a long time that it was frozen. What in the hell is causing that? It's supposed to just be an HDMI cable. Like, it's just plugged in. It's just a monitor. I have no idea what could possibly be causing these issues. And I have a good HDMI cable that sets to 60 FPS like it should be. All right, well. Oh, it froze again, dude. Okay, well, that is simply unacceptable. Maybe it's the OBS preview. Let me try canceling that. All right. Do you still hear me? Or is it just a whale? I think you still hear me. Let me now do a window projector preview. And then I can drag this window over. Then is it Alt Enter? No? Can I just hit this button right here? Okay. Now there's a bit of a delay. Oh, it still freezes. It still freezes. It's running smoothly on my end, so that's just with the hookup. Man, that is so unfortunate. Because that, like, I really want the video quality to be good when we get into this, because it's pretty exciting stuff, and it would really take away from the content if it's frozen and you can't hear me talk whenever I'm like trying to explain stuff, or whenever you're watching me struggle. Both will happen. Add advertisements to the app. Everyone loves advertisements. There will be. They'll be out of the way. It's so good. I feel like Tarkov is a great game for an Overwolf app, because you're going to have the app open 24/7 on the side monitor. And so you can have ads running to generate money on the free one. And it won't be an intrusive experience for the player. Man, that is freezing like a motherfucker. Dude, we did so much work on this. And it was running so smoothly. I don't understand. And it on my computer, I'm watching the screen on my computer and it looks good. But then when I look to the stream computer, it's literally frozen right now. I don't know what could be doing this. All right, what's the resources look like over here? Man, it sucks. I had like an hour to stream and we spent 30 minutes. I mean, it's been 20 minutes on the computer exploding. It says CPU usage is at 100%. And that would cause it to freeze, with OBS being 50 and the system being 40. I did just do a restart, so there shouldn't be any system things running. Your printer just got here and Vyvanse is ready. Hot damn, Dustin, you're ready to get so much shit done? All right. After I opened the task manager and sorted by CPU, my CPU usage dropped by 10%. And now it's not laggy. All right, let me close that window and then do a projection again. Okay. Maybe it's just laggy at the start. Because it's laggy again and the CPU is spiked. And it's system resources. At a pro plan, $5 a month to work with more than 10 items, there will be a pro plan for sure. Probably just be $3 a month. There's so many NVIDIA app controller things on the secondary computer. What the hell is it doing? I don't... Here, I can stream the second computer. Boom, there's that. Then we... Oh. That's not... Oh yeah, without this, you don't have my audio. Well, that's annoying. I was trying to show my computer here. I'll pull this up. Oh, it's on top of. This not working. I want this to... No, not the stream computer. Why stream computer at the bottom? There. Now you should have both. All right. I had a forced arbitration clause of the terms. We could do that just for you. All right. So, I mean, that's what's going on over there. Is the FX capable of handling 1080p streaming? Yes. This is from 8 years ago. Hell yeah. What are you talking about? Of course, with ease. Yeah, so why is my computer shitting a brick over here? Is my... I mean, what's this? This is, again, just the streaming computer. My actual computer's got like a 4080 Super in it. But like, this should be great, right? A 3050, and then this thing? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck? OBS! I do not... No comprende. God dang it, dude. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna start deleting these. Okay. Now the CPU usage has dropped significantly by a massive amount. All right. Let's see. All right. Let me know if it freezes at any point. OBS is disconnected. Motherfucker. Am I not live? God dang it. I just want to have a good time. Bitrate. Yeah, that's pretty shitty stats. Tools. Help. That was tools. View stats. Disk space available 0. Average time to render a frame is 5 milliseconds. That seems pretty good. Why is my disk space available 0? Am I accidentally recording? I just filled up my damn computer. Because my computer says I got 400 gigs free, so I don't know what the fuck it's talking about. Frames missed due to rendering lag, massive. Skip frames due to encoding lag, massive. I'm going to reset the stats. I think it's good now. I think deleting those unused resources actually cleaned things up, because now that's my stats on the computer, which is looking pretty good. So that's absolutely wild to me that the unused video capture was bogging it down so much. But okay, that's good to know. That's awesome to know. Now I know that I need to clean it up on my main computer. Okay, fuck it. Sorry guys, that was a massive delay. I think we're good to get into it. Let's get it started. Shit. Sorry. All right. Well, there went half the time because I don't got a lot of time right now. Let's go over things again. Starting from the top, this is where the YouTube video starts. Yeah, we're gonna use the power of editing and magic to start taking off from here. Okay. So last time we streamed, it was Sunday, and I don't normally stream on Wednesdays, but I got a little bit of time and I'm really excited, so I just wanted to jump on here and work on this a little bit. All right, so last time we started building an Overwolf Electron application. And the reason why we chose Electron instead of native is because Electron lets us own the app. We can sell it off of our own website, and we get like, I don't know, it's just cool. I like that, right? The downsides of being Electron is you don't get like any Overwolf support on the majority of applications. There's a lot of games that get partial support, but Tarkov is unfortunately one that gets zero support. And what that also means, what I didn't realize, is that means you can't even make an overlay through Overwolf. Like, you can't make an overlay. You have to make your own pop-up window, and you have to like set it to be transparent and everything else. You are getting literally zero from Overwolf on Electron, at least when using it for Tarkov in the current moment. I've already sent a message out to Overwolf. They said that they do plan on adding support for Tarkov, but not in the near future. So with all of that in mind, I want to restart the application. Luckily, we didn't get much done, but I want to just restart. So that's the goal today, is we're just going to reset and create a native application. So let's get into doing that. Should be pretty simple. We're coming over here, the developer's guide. Last time I had done all this stuff all off screen for the Electron, and then I was like, here we are. But, well, if I got to redo it, I might as well record me doing it, right? That's my thought. Okay, so introduction, we're on the native side. I've already gotten approved to be a developer. That's something you have to do by sending Overwolf an email, I think it was, where I outlined my plan for what I want to build. And then if they approved it, you get developer status, which they did approve. And so we're good to go. On the Electron side, they had a starting repo. So I'm just looking for that right here. I assume that they've got one for native as well. In fact, maybe it's better if I just Google it. Overwolf native starting repo. Basic sample app, Overwolf developers. Sweet. Setting it up. I just need to clone this damn thing. Native. The Overwolf sample has two variations. Native. The sample is vanilla JavaScript. The sample app can be loaded and unpacked directly, meaning that you can skip this to this section. Am I on the native side right here? Interesting. Can be loaded. It's unpacked directly, meaning you skip to this section. All right. Well, this is the section that they linked. Usually all the apps in Overwolf App Store are an OPK, unlike OPK packages. Yada yada. Skip, skip, skip. I don't know how to read. Okay. Install Node.js. I already have that. Download the source code. This is what I'm looking for. Here's the repo. Why is that so far down the list? Cool. Overwolf sample app. I'm going to clone this. Let's go clone it. You can keep your things however you want to keep them. I have a hard drive where I've set all my projects, and then you can see I've got a bunch of different projects. Some for Unreal Engines. There should not be a Steam library on this hard drive, so I'm going to actually have to remove that. But I just go into source and then get bash here. Clone. Paste. Run it. Oh, I'm dumb. Git clone, paste, run it. Shit, my bad. It happens to everyone. Sick. So that gave us their sample application right here. And then I'm going to make a new project. How am I going to make a new project? Yo, what's up, Doug? See you over on YouTube. YouTube only stream. Hey, oh, wait. Really? It's not up on Twitch? You have a clone alias on your dev machine. I'm not live on Twitch right now? Oh, I'm not. Well, that's flipping weird. I'm going to try to fix that. And hopefully it doesn't fuck up the YouTube side. I just hit that button. We're still live on YouTube, right? We're still here? And hit that button? Did that fix it? Well, that explains... I was like, man, I am having so much better performance on my second computer. And apparently I was having better performance on the second computer because I stopped streaming to Twitch. Okay, we're back on Twitch. Hopefully we're still live on YouTube. I thought the plan was only on YouTube. No, I want it on both, but I do really care about how it looks on YouTube. I want it to be good. All right. Anytime you type the wrong command, just say you have an alias set up on your other computer. All right, will do. Will do. Thanks, Six. You got my back. All right. I'm not recalling how I want to do this. I think the way that I did it is I start the app on my... I think I make a new app over here first, and then I cloned it down. That's how I did it. Let's see. So I want to make a new repo, which is weird. I don't do that very often. I normally just work in pre-existing repos. Maybe I just forked this repo. Your projects. Shut up. Get out of my face. I don't care about this. New project. Create your first GitHub project. There's no way this is my first GitHub project. I got 8 repos over here. What are you talking about? All right, whatever. Make a new repo. Repository name. Tarkov tracker native this time. Description. Didn't make an Overwolf after that. Set it to private. Screw all of you. What is this? Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to ignore because I don't know what type of thing we're going to be using. License? I don't know. It's private. You guys don't get this. Don't touch my stuff. Driver to the first now. Yeah. That was the real reason why I did this. I wanted him to be first. All right. And now I'm going to clone this repo over here. Bump git clone. Delete all this. Shift insert. Run it. You appear to have cloned an empty repository. Yeah. But did you make it for me? Thank you. That's all I wanted. That's what I wanted. You bastard. Look at it trying, thinking it knows me. Thinking it knows me. All right, now where is the starting tool sample app right here? Does this have a git ignore in it? This has a lot of stuff in it. Oh, there's the git ignore. Now we're just going to copy the Overwolf app and throw it into here. Congratulations. You're now a real developer. I'm a real boy. All right, git commit what is it? Dash A dash AM, I think, and then it's like Overwolf starting sample app. I don't know if that's right. That's not right. Failed. Not a git repository. Oh, because I'm not in it. God dang it. CD Tarkov tracker native. Run the other command. Git a add file. Untracked files. Oh, I gotta put an ad on it. I gotta put an ad on it. Oh, come on, guys. Ad. All right, sweet. You are being a pain in my butt. So what you do now, now we're ready to start working. We open the folder, we go over there, and let's open this folder up. Huzzah. We've got the basic app now. In it. Overwolf starting app. God dang it. Overwolf native starting app. When you can't use command line, don't use command line. We did it. All right. Publish. All right, so now we've got our stolen app, also known as the starter app, and we've got it in our IDE. So let's try to run it, I think. Let's see what Let's follow the thing. So we download the source, build the app. All right. CD into the pass, npm install, npm run, and then it should just work. Should just work. Let's do it. Close that. We don't need that no more. Open up the terminal. Bring this up. View terminal. We're in the thing. npm install. Do I need to be inside the source, or is this where it wants me? The package file is not here. Yeah, you want me to be inside source or TS? You want me inside TS, or you want me inside native? It wasn't in the instruction. It just said a CD into the... Oh, it does say the CD into TS. Well, I don't know how to read instructions, and I'm going to be teaching you how to do the same. Cool. CD, TS, npm install. Ta-da. Our application is being installed. So this is going to be the main part of the app. What is native? Oh, this is just the UI element. Nice. All right, now npm run build. We're building it. We're running it. We're doing it. It built. Now is it just npm run start? Oh, wait. So after the build, what do you got? We got a fifth step. Load the app as unpacked extension. Why is there a... Okay, that's a... Oh, it's a hyperlink, so I can then link people to this exact thing. That's funny. Usually the app in Overwolf store are OPK packages that can be installed with a double click. Unlike OPK packages, while you're developing an app, you want to load the unpacked code, change it, and test it regularly. For this reason, in addition to the OPK installation, you can load the app as an unpacked extension. Open the Overwolf desktop client settings by right-clicking the client and selecting packages. Right-clicking what client? Do you want me to open this? Overwolf. Overwolf. Right-click. This client? Not this client. Maybe now that it's open. Do I gotta log in? Click on the development options. I am confused what you are talking about. Is it a client in here that it's talking about? Short def client. There's a readme. All right, let's look at the readme. When in doubt, readme's out. Okay, and then always click this button so you can see. Always click this button so you can see the preview. Get out of here. It looks prettier over here. Overwolf sample app. Sample version. How to load the app. Download from the store. It's highly recommended to follow the build steps for setting up the sample app, including downloading the source code and building it manually. For those who need it, we can provide a pre-built package version. Interesting. This repository contains two variations of the code. The native pure JS version without any external JS framework and a TypeScript version of the app that uses the external packages. In the future, we'll add more variants like React and Vue, etc. The repository contains... Yes, I'm reading from bottom to top. The repository contains sample apps that demonstrate some basic points and flows when developing Overwolf app. The app may launch automatically when supported starts. When a supported game? Register to the Overwolf Game Events API in order to receive real-time events from the game. Define a custom hotkey to be used in-game communication between the things. I do not understand the instructions that it is telling me. Make sure you are logged into the Overwolf client. Okay. All right. So they are talking about this client. Okay, log in. Log in. Log in with... Oh, now I got to figure out which account they gave me permissions to, technically. All right, let's go check my mail. Mail. Who was I emailing Overwolf with? Overwolf. Was it on my Shinigami account or was it on my developer account? Open new tab. Check other account. This doesn't even have the other account on it. Well, this song annoys the shit out of me. Hold on. I need to remove that song from this library. Okay. Change my account down here. Interesting. Why is it not opening? Change my Google account. It's hiding the Google account I want. I want to log in as Numbnuts. Where's my gosh dang Numbnuts account? Mail. Overwolf. Might as well check this account while I'm here. Yeah, it's not there. I knew that. All right. It's under that account. Okay, cool. Overwolf. Congrats, you've been whitelisted as an Overwolf developer. Yeah, so it's numbnuts. I got the developer tag. Log in with Google. Use numbnuts. Welcome. You can edit. Nah, continue. That's fine. Okay. All right. So, open the desktop client settings by right-clicking on the client and selecting packages. Right-click on the client. I don't see any packages popping up. Oh, this popped up. What's this? By clicking on the wrench icon, you're going about and then tab. All right, about. Do I want it? Don't. Then development options. There's not. Oh, yes, there are. Okay, cool. Nope. Got that development. Okay. We're in Windows. We're like 4 windows deep. We're just opening windows. It's like those Russian nested dolls. And then I tried to move it so I could look to double check on my neglected YouTube chat, and then everything exploded. All right. There's that. Ayo, Pigeon. Hey, Pigeon. Is your name Pigeon because I was making a pigeon game before? If so, that's awesome. If your name just happens to be Pigeon, I guess that's cool too. Let me open up the stream on my second computer. And then pause it, I guess, because the second computer explodes and can't handle anything. All right, there. Now I have both chats permanently open over here. I should be able to stay on top of you guys better. Giggity. You should create a Twitch point redemption that messes up your stream. Dude, it's called my stream. It's just permanently messed up. You get that for free all the time. Congratulations. Okay. So back to Overwolf. Inside the packages. So we're here. Development options. Click on development options. I already did that. That's here. Okay, whatever. In the opening window, click on load unpacked extension and select the app's root folder for your TypeScript. i.e. the TypeScript dist for native. This will add the app to your Overwolf doc. When you say apps root folder, what the fuck do you mean? Because to me, that would be like, this is the root folder, but I think it's saying that this is the root folder. But then what about the dist? Because the dist is the distributable, right? And select the apps root folder for TypeScript, TS dist for native. This confuses me so much because it's a native application. Won't I be using both? I think I'm going to go TS dist. I don't understand the difference because they have Electron for like the totally other side. And these instructions aren't even on the Electron app. Okay, I'm going to go TS dist. All right, so load unpacked extension. Where art thou? Is this going to like show an API key or something? These are all my other things. Is there another settings inside the settings? Do we have to keep? Do we need to go deeper? Oh my god! It's right in front of me. It would have bit me. Holy shit! Is it all crashing? Is it all going downhill? Where'd it go? Oh, it's back here now. All right. G, I think. For source. Tarkov tracker native. TS dist. Select folder. Overlay permission. Allow the sample app to work on all supported games. Still enable overlay for these games. Allow. Sweet! All right. I think we're done with the setup process here. Make sure you're logged into Overwolf client. Otherwise, you'll get an unauthorized app error message. Click on the apps icon on your Overwolf doc to run the app. Where's my Overwolf doc? Oh. More apps. See, this PO overlay is like a major inspiration. Like I want to combine these two together. That's the goal. So this one. Hey! Hey, there we go. Here's our sample app. Sweet. Screenshot. This is how the sample app should look. The real action will take place in the game window. Once you launch Fortnite, the desktop window will be replaced with this in-game window. This is the injection and game overlay in your game screen. The window display game events, collect data, and sample advertisement for monetization. When you hit the close button, the app will close itself. All right, so we want to hook up with Tarkov. I don't know if Tarkov is supported natively, but this is a good baseline. So we're just going to run this, hope that it pops up. And then either way, after we run this and see what happens, I think this is when we get to begin the magic. How to listen to real-time game events and how to identify specific things. How to treat a transparent background window as service bus that acts to the main controller of your app. How to use hotkeys. All right, well, it's not picking it up because when we were using the Electron app, it picked it up instantly. Cool. That's fine. It gives us a starting point. It's just needing to know where we are. So now that we're using Overwolf native, the game is supported by its... What the fuck is happening now? Is natively supported, so we can do some other things that we couldn't do before. It did pick it up instantly. Hell yeah. Nice. And then this is the overlay for a different application that I'm probably going to disable while we're working on this, just so it doesn't keep popping up. But sweet, so it does pick it up actually. It just takes it a minute. Local version, game info, scene main. Oh, sweet, and it has a session type for PvE. That's a huge thing. Wait, switch to PvP. Yeah, okay. It said PvP right here, so I thought it was saying that we were in PvP, but it's saying switch to PvP. A little awkward on their end, but hell yeah. So sick. And then I think, actually, now I'm just curious. Let's go. I think if I go to my task screen, see, we get no information here. This is where the improvement can be made. But I think if I go to traders and look at my task, yeah, as soon as you click on the traders, you get this big blob of information that has all of my quest status. And so I was not going to get this if I did it as an Electron app, which this is huge. And then, yeah, we've got, this is the working sample app, Dustin. So I haven't done any coding, and neither has our AI agent yet, or our Copilot. Fucking too much. Don't call everything an agent, okay? I just slipped out of my mouth. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I've been watching too many YouTube videos. Not everything's an agent. All right. The background controller of the app listed the game events in updates and sends them to this window that prints them to the screen. Some specific events like match start and are painted in teal and logged to the developer's console. Yeah, so Tarkov does not provide very many events. So this is basically all you get for this game. Like League of Legends, Hearthstone, Teamfight Tactics, all these other games, you would get so much more information. But this is what we got. So let's close it and let's begin working now. So that's getting your basic app set up. Hopefully that's helpful in some regard. No AI really used yet. But yeah, you gotta get this thing set up, you know? Oh, haha. I was like, is it broken? Did I break it? Sweet. So that got set up pretty quick. What's this? Oh, it's just... All right, so we can put this on the other monitor. Okay. All right. Nice. So our sample app remains running. So we can... let's just walk through this and see if there's anything else here. Prepare your assets. Make sure stuff looks good. Store description, make sure that looks good. Yeah, we're so far away from needing to use store description and stuff. Let's not even worry about it. Various external APIs for game stats. Is there anything for escape? Nothing for escape from Tarkov. They do have something awesome for Magic the Gathering, though, which makes me want to use Magic the Gathering. Like, look at this API over here. Oh my God, you can get every card with all this info. Oh, this is so cool. All right, sorry, I'm a C# dev who works with APIs, so seeing APIs is nifty. Gets my blood boiling. Event SDK for game devs. Introduction. The Overwolf SDK empowers game developers to market and communicate. Oh, so this is for the game developers, not for us. So let's check out in here, I believe. Escape. Gotta spell it right. Gotta spell it right. Escape from Tarkov. This should be a list. Yeah. This is a list of everything that we get. It's not much, but it's something. I don't know what this phase is. But we do get a quest list, and we get a session type, and we get the map. We know when they die, and we know when they start. So we have something. Does this provide more info? It does. Cool. A big map means customs, so they don't have all the maps named the same. That's funny. They're like, yeah, we called it suburb. Oh wait, suburbs exist. But we called it big map. This was probably back in the day when they only had factory and customs, and so you're either on the factory or you're on the big map. This is all the info we're gonna have to work with. All right, let's jump over into here, and I think it's time we get things rolling, eh? So the first thing I want to do, the first thing I do every time I'm working with AI, I don't lean too heavily into the vibe coding. I know that's the title of this. Maybe it's the name Tarkov uses intentionally. Maybe everything is an Asian W. What? I don't get that reference. But so the thing I like to do is it's called like spec coding, and it's not as freeform as it's not as freeform as vibe coding, because I use documents to keep track of things. And the benefit of doing that is whenever something crashes and dies, which AI does quite frequently, you have a way to recover and you can get right back into it. So let me go get that set up, and we'll go from there. Where's my other window? So the way that I do this is I have a like a pre-prompt for each individual thing that we're going to do, and I ask it to read the pre-prompt, and the pre-prompt basically tells it to, like, hey, keep track of everything. Like when I give you a request, break it down into milestones, and then ask me to review that. And then as you complete a milestone, take notes of what you've done, and then stop at each completed milestone so I can review. And again, this is not as much as like me just going, hey, Copilot, build me a thing, and letting it go. And the reason for that is sometimes when you ask for it to build a thing, it might run off in the wrong direction. And your only command down here, you don't have a pause. The pause button kills it and terminates its memory. You just have a kill switch. And so I would much rather have it operate in smaller chunks that I can give it feedback on and deal with the overhead, versus just saying like, build me a store page, right? And then having it run. So that's kind of the idea there. Kept saying agent. You said not everything is an agent. Yeah, this thing is though. When you hit this button, this is an agent. We got an agent over here. He's a little buddy. And the agent mode is key because that allows it to like scan the repo and look at its own stuff. It gives it some authority to do things. It can even run stuff in your terminal, which could be in theory dangerous if Copilot was ever like malicious. But I don't think we gotta worry about none of that. So I'm not too worried about it. Now let me go look at, actually, before we do that, what if we try to do some pre-planning? Let's do that. Let's do some pre-planning. I want to try this. I haven't tried this before. We're going off the rails. I'm gonna try something new. Give me 1 second to find the docs that I have, and I will drop. I'll flash the least I can do is give some credit to their main guy, right? So this fella, who's really cool. Oh, come on. I don't know their name. There we go. Sean Kochel. All right. I've been watching this fella do some things. this guy seems like he seems like he's got like 20 years programming experience and he's just using AI. He's not near as hype as all these like, oh, you can build an app in one day. Just go to V0 and type in what you want and you're going to be a millionaire. He's not like that. And he's like really down to earth. He gives some pretty good instructions. And he's learning too. We're all learning with these things. And so I'm going to try taking a prompt from him and try shoving this into Copilot. He shoves it into Claude in the browser and works with it that way. But the idea here is you're combining a lot of really good practices from like the Google put out a document that's like 70 pages on how to interact with AI, the things that they found. And one of the things that they found is one, personifying the AI helps. So here we're telling it to be a software engineer. There's another prompt down here that tells it to be a SaaS producer, like product designer, excuse me. And so this is specifically for like UI things. And another major thing that Google talks about being really important is you can use HTML tags and you format the input you're giving it. So it knows all of these things are within the context of a goal. And you also format its output. And so between personifying it and formatting it, you get better behavior. And so that's really awesome. So we're going to try this. This is like a blanked out one, I think. So let's make a copy, duplicate, copy of architect. And so I believe on this, we're just wanting it to, I don't think we need to fill in too much. We just need to fill in this context, I believe. And the rest of this is actually for the AI itself, which again, the point of this document from his perspective is not to be fed into Copilot. I'm going to try feeding it into Copilot and ask it to make documents inside the project. That way, this lives in code and Copilot can refer to it. So we're going to see if this works out. Sorry, man. What was his name? Oh, yeah. No, thanks for asking. I did not give him a good enough shout out. His name is Sean Kochel. This is an individual video. Let me jump over here. His handle is I am Sean Kochel. And I'm thinking about maybe trying to create a channel dedicated to my programming because this is a gaming channel initially. And I'm considering doing that. If I do, it will be like Shinny Scripts or something. But for now, this is where we're at. So yeah, there's that. Dropped it on YouTube side. I don't have, there's Twitch. Let me drop it on Twitch's side too. Cool. Yeah, I really like this guy. All of his prompts he gives out, you got to join his like community program or school program or whatever the hell you want to call it. But he doesn't charge anything for it. So pretty cool. Pretty neat. We're going to try this out. Yeah, I believe this was the example of me filling it out. So this, I think I only had to fill out, double checking. Yeah, we only have to fill out down here because this is, oh, sorry, this is his. I thought this was mine. Which one's mine? I've done this before. The first time I went to go build the Tarkov app as a, here's the output it gave me. Maybe I didn't save what I built because there was the output. Do I have what I, oh, here it is. Yep. In the audience notes is where we put it. Okay, cool. So copy of architect, come down here. The printer be fancy. I have vibration compensation and everything. Hell yeah. Dustin just got a new 3D printer with 4 colors at once. Fancy, fancy, fancy. All right. So focus on functional feature goals, not UI, UX. If anything ambiguous, ask for clarification. Recommended context, fill in here. Okay. Project overview and goals. What? All right. Yeah. So this is the only spot that we fill in. So this is an Overwolf native application for the game Escape from Tarkov. Hola, guapo. What you doing? What's up, Lishi? I am doing some programming, man. How are you? Can I do I still have this from mine? Can I just copy it? That way we can move on quicker. I put it in audience notes. All right, I'm just gonna take this and copy it over. Oh. And we're gonna paste it right in here. Bloop. Make sure there's nothing in here that is incorrect. Add this little tag here. Building this overlay is for players who want to min-max inventory progress and other quality of life. This app will solve the problem in the game inventory space. How this app is different is no other app automates this. Here's a full extent of how the app should function as an MVP. Download from the marketplace. When they launch it, it shows a different menu depending on where they're in the game. If they're in a raid, it will show the map they're on and whatever missions they have. If they're outside of the raid, it will show the missions and inventory information. There'll be a screen that allows them. Yeah, this looks fine. All right, I'm going to try copying this. I don't know if this is going to work out. Just stick it in Copilot. You stick this into Claude, it does some good things. You know what? We'll pull up Claude on the side. We'll stick it into Claude so you can see what it does. And then I'm going to go shove this into Copilot as well. Yeah, we're starting over. Bam. And I got the Claude free plan. All right, Claude Sonnet 4, you're running over here. I want you to create documents inside of the ts/docs folder. Create .md documents inside of the ts docs folder based on the following prompt. And now I'm just going to drop that prompt in here. And how should these be ordered? They should be ordered at, oh my God, Claude stole my mouse. Claude, give me my mouse back, you bastard. All right. I want this to be inside the docs slash, what would we call this? Preliminary features, notes, planning, docs folder based on the following prompt. I'm just going to say organize them inside of the docs folder however you please. All right, cool. Run it. Lychee, I'm insulting a cloud so that it doesn't dare unleash a storm today. How's that working? So instead of having a rain dance, you have an anti-rain dance of like, fuck you, don't rain on me, bitch. What about if you have a garden? Maybe if you got a garden, you would be happy with it. So Claude's over here making this right here. System architecture diagram. Raid state, inventory data, quest progress, game events API. It's kind of neat looking. Cache layer, yeah, that makes sense. We would want to cache local database. So I'm thinking that I don't want a local database because I kind of want to have like a web page app that you can like check out too. Like, I don't know if it serves a purpose, but wouldn't it be cool if you go into like, you can log into like tarkovtracker.com or some shit and then like see all of your items that you have in your inventory and show that off to your friends or something? I don't know. It might be neat. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, I do want a screen reader. I don't know. We'll see. What are you doing? Copilot is working. Okay, I'll create a markdown document in the docs folder based on your requirements. I'll name the file. Suspenseful. So it's suspenseful. Yeah, you can conceal your mouse. I think it was the browser was like completed and then it like took ownership. Yeah, no problem, Castro. Is it Andre? Is that how you pronounce the first name? First part of that? All right, well, Copilot, what the fuck are you doing? I switched over to the Gemini preview mode, and it's done cool things, it's done not cool things. Holy shit. All right, that's a lot. My dog's crying to go outside, so I'm going to let her out real quick. Also, it's 5:05, so I don't know if the girlfriend's home upstairs and then trying to beat me because I'm not running up there or what, or if she's not home yet. All right. The pooch has been let loose. The pooch is loose. All right. What do you got over here on the side? This document includes an MVP flow outlining the core user experience, detailed description of MVP launch features, contextual in-game overlays, unified needed items tracker, and game item price check. Included their core requirements and evolved tech. A list of potential features, post MVP like automated quests, inventory tracking, advanced interactive maps, and flea market price alerts, a textual description for a system diagram to be created, aligning the components, a set of questions and clarifications to help refine the project scope, architecture considerations. Please review the document. The next steps would be to create the SVG diagram as described. Okay, let's check this out. The reason why we put it in an MD doc is so we can look at it in this format. It looks a little bit nicer. All right, so the flow, you download it from Overwolf. They launch the app. The app detects the user in RAID, change the hideout. If in RAID, app displays the map for the current location, active mission relevant to the current map shown as objects on the map. Yeah, sure. If in the main menu, hideout, out of RAID, the app displays the current mission information. The app displays items currently in the player's inventory. Initially, this might be a placeholder or require manual input. If full automation is post MVP, yeah, sounds good. A dedicated screen view shows all items that the user needs to find for their active missions and a hideout upgrade. Sounds good. User can hover over an item either in game or during the raid, either in game during a raid or in their inventory screen out of raid. I don't know what they're talking about here. User presses the designated hotkey. Oh, the app captures the information of the hotkey using the OCR and then looks up the price. Okay, this is the features from that Path of Exile thing. Okay, sounds good. All right, so let's see what the key features are. And if there's anything, we will just delete, like we can update it in here, which is good because sometimes it says random stuff that we don't want. So this is all the planning phase. And trust me, if you go through this planning phase, you will then be able to unleash the AI on the document. You just say, AI, here's the document of everything I want. Build it. And so, yeah, if I was vibe coding, I'd just be, hey, man, I want this menu, put this menu in. I want this, put this in, and it would be doing it. 100%, you would feel like you're getting things done a lot faster vibe coding, but then you run into the issue of piece A doesn't connect to piece B and all this other stuff. You go through this, you can then just turn it loose. At least that's the plan. We'll see if it works out. All right, so contextual in-game overlay. If the player is in a raid or in the main menu, if in raid, yep. If out of raid, yep. If out of raid, sure. That seems fine. Tech involved, Overwolf API for game detection, game events and window management. Yeah, this is gonna help us out. HTML and CSS for UI rendering in Overwolf windows. Map image assets bundled with the app. Main requirements. Yeah, that seems fine. Unified needed items. Yes. Okay. So one of the things, let me jump down to the questions. It said it had some questions. So I want to answer the questions for them, I think, because my first thought was I'm going to edit the document with what we don't want, but it's going to probably regenerate this document after I answer the question. So let's answer his questions, have it regenerate the document, and then we can pay attention to it. So for the MVP item price check, screen reading, accessing the text elements directly, a viable option within Overwolf Escape from Tarkov, or should we assume OCR on screenshots will be necessary? Screen reading is generally lighter if possible. So looking at the questions in your document. 1, I do not know. I don't know. I have no idea. I would like to do screen reading if possible. I have a sample app from RuneScape that does this if you need direction. 2, what is the definitive source for quest information, objectives, required items, and hideout upgrades, recipes for the MVP? Target Wiki API, a community maintained API like Target Tools, or is this data manually curated and bundled with the app? That's a good question. I think it will have to be manually created and bundled with the app because there are not any good. There isn't any. There are not any good. I speak English. There aren't APIs available for this game, but the information is available on the wiki. So we may have to scrape it or something. 3, what specific APIs is preferred for fetching flea market item prices? What are its rate limits, authentication requirements, and reliability? Okay. We cannot use the API from Tarkov Market because they do not allow the API to be used in other applications. I think we can use a seed data for this, and then if our OCR works well, we can read the prices from the markets as our users shop. 4. For the needed item tracker, how should items be sorted or prioritized if the combined list, quests, and hideouts became very long? By example, by quest, by hideout level, by item type? Okay, great question. They should be organized by how soon they are needed. So if so our active quest and active hideout buildings will be at the top. Most items are used multiple times. So if we need 5 items right now for a quest, then it would show just the 5 items needed now and have a total remaining number next to it. I think that makes sense. I'm not too sure because like duct tape, for example, you'll need like 150 rolls of duct tape, and you'll be like, you need to turn 5 in right now. I think it makes sense for in the needed items to say like you need 5 right now at the top, and then be like out of like 150. But I could see you saying like 5/150. Okay, that means I have 5 out of 150. So I'm not sure the best way. It'll probably be like, we'll work on that. That'll be the thing we need to work on, because that is going to be hard to convey that information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 5th point is, how will map images for different Tarkov locations be obtained and kept up to date? Are these bundled with the app, or are they dynamic resources? I can get the maps from the wiki. I'm not sure the best way to do this. I'll leave this implementation suggestion up to you. 6. Regarding the automatic tracking of post-MVP features, what specific game events or data points are reliably exposed by Escape from Tarkov's through the Overwolf API that would enable automated quest and inventory tracking? This is crucial for feasibility. The inventory tracking will have to be done via OCR. The quest statuses are exposed via the endpoint, so we know what the what missions or are not complete. 7. What level of detail is expected for the items in their inventory display when out of raid and MVP? Full scan is post MVP, so this is a manual entry. Our list of apartment types. What level of detail is expected for the items in their inventory? Item name, image, amount, and a link to its wiki, plus anything else you think will be a great quality of life. All right. Architecture consideration, data management, persistence. How will local storage work? I'm not sure. Performance optimization. I'm not sure. We're going to have to work through all these as we get into it. Can we bonus question to you, can we use React? What the fuck is on my neck? In any way? Can we use React for the UI, or is native limited? To basic CSS/HTML. All right, and here is a link to Overwolf native. Let's do that. Overwolf native documentation. And grab that link, post it here. Please update the .md file with these answers. These answers in mind. Nice. How many channel points would I have to spend for you to switch it to light mode the rest of the stream? Oh my god. I think that has to just be, I think that just has to be a cash donation. It has to be an offer I can't refuse. How about that? It's on you for that. Oh, dog wants in. Here you go, little girl. Here, we'll update the brainstorm with answers and address the right question. First, I'll incorporate the answers to the question clarification section. No. I want you to rebuild it with that fucking information in mind. I don't want it to just be added in. Well, and then architecture considerations are general technology. I'll update the brainstorm overlay in the docs to reflect your answers and add a note about UI framework possibilities. Regarding the bonus question, yes, you can typically use frameworks like React, Vue, or Angular inside of the Overwolf UI since Overwolf apps are built with web technologies. Cool. I was really hoping. All right, so they did. Well, this is in the questions and clarification side. Now that those questions and clarifications are answered, does that impact any of the other features you provided? Display in light mode, that should be illegal. Agreed, Dryox. I agree. Thank you for being a friend. All right, so the next thing I want to do, I think, is try to... Hi. Your donor link is still 404. Oh no. Well, it's a good thing it's 404ing. I'll try to fix that. You keep telling me that, which means I keep missing out on you doing something silly. Until then, I guess you'll just have to play sound alerts. $5,000 worth of sound alerts. But we will be jumping off here before too long. I'm gonna finish this up and maybe the next prompt through, and then we'll be having to call it a day. Like I said, I only had like an hour or so at 4 or 90 minutes in, but I freaking had 30 minutes of technical difficulties on the stream. Damn shit. All right, so let me see here. What did this thing output? I want to finish this prompt and do one more major prompt like this. Clarification did impact some of the features, primarily in terms of data source implementations. Here's a summary of impact. I will now apply these changes. Thank you. Sweet. All right, we're just going to trust these things are done well. Here's a summary of the key impacts. That's fine. I will probably review this in detail offline. I think that's what I'm going to do. If you do want to go through this, it will sometimes say random things that you don't want it to do. And we'll get it narrowed down. System diagram section describes the external. It's directed to Tarkov. Yeah. These are the MVPs feasible. Can you make that system diagram a separate SVG file? Yo, thanks for the tip for 1337. That's the lead. I appreciate you. Definitely couldn't have been 6 as he was talking about it. All right. So we're going to have it doing that. Now, the thing I want to do is located. Oh my God. I have way too many tabs open. The next thing I want to do, because I kind of want to get some UI shit done. So I don't think we need this prompt here, because we're not making a large scale application. I feel like this is the same as the previous one. It is. Yeah, so we don't need this. I think I want to try to do this one though. We're in industry. Oh, and here's Claude's output. Claude does some pretty good stuff. Quest progression part, item price lookup, inventory analysis, automatic quest completion detection, which we should be able to get that early. Hideout upgrade planner should be good. Performance analytics should be easy. So this has got like, I think Claude does a better job than Gemini on this side of things. And I know I can change it over to use Claude instead of Gemini. So we may do that. All right. Let's see here. This seems fine to me. Practicalities, fill this in. What goes into the practicalities? Is this the example where I put this in? This will be an Overwolf Electron app. It's here from Target. Use a black and gold color scheme. Yep. This app will track the user's quest status. Yeah, so that's that. User goals and tasks. And that's pretty much all I put into it. Oh, and then I copied it into the feature list. All right. Let's duplicate this one. Wait, I can just run this one, because this is basically the same thing. Get ahead to tell you what to put in the practicalities. True! Now you're thinking of portals, BK. All right. It's the output. It's the output from the previous one. So it's the output that we got generated from over here. It's just I was trying to see, at least for the feature list. The feature list goes into it. So let's grab the feature list. Features. We got lots of features. Features. All right. That's all those features. Copy that out. Throw it into this feature list. Oh, what the hell? Fuck you. Is that okay? I just kept the font. Okay. I thought it turned that into an image. Sometimes, do you ever copy and paste stuff from one thing to another and it pastes it as an image? It pisses me off. It happens when I copy from OneNote. I take a lot of notes in OneNote, and if I copy and paste out of it, it sends it as freaking Since it's freaking an image, it's annoying as hell. All right. Play Control C. Inside of the docs slash. Oh wait. First off, before we commit, brainstorm doc commit. Brainstorm doc. I don't need to say the word commit on that. That'd be silly. Brainstorm doc. All right. Inside of the docs folder, please create a design doc given the following prompt. Bam. Paste. Send it. If I take Vyvanse tonight, will I be up super late? Dude, don't take it tonight. If it goes past 9:30 a.m., don't take it. In fact, I don't even take it if it goes past 9. I have an alarm set at 7, and then I take it at 7, and then I go back to sleep, and then I wake up at 8 or 8:30. It lasts between 10 and 14 hours. You will be a meth head if you take it right now. Don't fucking do that. Imaging that. Oh, shut up, 6. That was terrible. All right, now I'm going to take this, open up a new Claude terminal, and drop this in there. Yeah, some of the features are missing, so I'm gonna have to work on this brainstorm, and try to upgrade it a bit. Don't tell me the brief here, you son of a bitch. Put it into the thing. Inside of the doc, so please create a design doc given the following. I told you to make a design doc. Don't tell it here. See, Claude is doing much better at this, dude. So much better at this. Look at this. Let's just look at one. RAID state detection display. Subtle overlay appears 40% opacity, black and gold present indicators. Center to load. Use tactical inspired pulsing dots in gold. Status text reads detecting RAID location in clean sans serif typography. 200 millisecond fade animation. Claude is doing beautiful at this. Gemini, you're failing me. I don't know if it's Copilot's wrapper of Gemini that's causing issues or what. Does Gemini have a 2.5 free? Does this have a free mode? Can I try Gemini over here? All right, I can. Bam. Do you do better outside of Copilot for this type of task? I honestly didn't know that there was a free version. Just a sec. It's like, what the fuck did you just say to me? You've been in here for a half a second and you already sent me like 18 novels. If you want Google's idle wrapper, I think they call it Firebase Studio. IDE. Reading is hard. Okay, so you were regurgitating to me what I told you. Okay, here we go. Shift of UI UX, a semi-transparent, unobtrusive overlay position in the corner of the screen. The overlay is dynamic to display the map corresponding to the player's current in-game location. Yeah, good look at that. I mean, this is looking a little bit better. Okay, this looks nice. But yeah, so this is where we're at. I'm going to try cleaning this stuff up. My next stream will probably be... It won't be Friday because I'm busy Friday. If I don't try to sneak something tomorrow, same time as today, 4 p.m. Central Standard, which means I got off work early, so it's unlikely. I'll try to sneak something tomorrow, unlikely. Friday, I'm busy, so we're probably looking at a Saturday around noon to 1 start time, Central Standard Time for the next stream where we'll continue this. I'll do some work offline, cleaning up some of this documentation. And so in the next one, we're going to be ideally just taking, like, copying the features out of this and just being like, boom, I want this. Here's the copy of the feature, drop it in and say, build it. So that's what we've been setting up for. In this stream, we got the sample project running, and then we got these, the setup most of the way done. So we're doing Friday. Turns out my family's having like an impromptu gathering randomly an aunt of mine is having the aunt that lives the furthest away is having a high school reunion, and which is in like my hometown, and when she said that, like all the other family members were randomly like, all right, let's go, we're coming in. Why doesn't that tip thing put the comment in the chat? I have no idea. It probably does on OBS and not in my other thing. I'm not seeing. I see Dustin say he'll give me a tip. Why does my phone hate me? Maybe it would be faster if you had them both working the project at the same time. Fun. Mine like to do that a lot of Fridays. It will just be like, hey, come over for free food. Yeah, but your family lives together. This one's coming like from 4 or 5 states away, and then the other family is also coming from 2 states away. So it's they're coming in from out of nowhere. It just happened randomly. So I'll be busy on Friday, but should be able to get this continuing on. What do you do in job? Vibe coding only do that for making stuff possible now? Wait, hold on. Manus. First question, Manus. I am a C# backend developer, and I've been doing that for about 10 years or so. Vibe coding only do that for making stuff possible now. Don't understand the comment, but I appreciate the gusto. I put vibe coding in there because it's much more attention based. What I'm doing is more like spec coding, and I'm having the AI help me create very detailed specs for the individual features that I will then later ask the AI to build out an individual feature. And this will ideally cause us to go slower right now in the setup process, but in the end, it should accelerate us. So it's like a springboard. Is it possible for people who don't have coding knowledge to make stuff with vibe coding? Yes, 100% yes. I would probably start with v0.com, and you just tell it what you want. This v0.dev, sorry, v0.dev is probably the easiest place for you to start. I want to create a Tinder-styled app for with eBay's functionality, and let's see what it does. In just a few seconds. So the idea that I have in my brain is that items for sale will pop up in the center, and I either hit like, yes, I want to buy it, or no, I don't want to buy it. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so we got the 2 prompts set up here at the beginning. We got the features knocked out, and then we got a little bit of stylistic choice knocked out. I'm gonna have to work on them again, because these features are AI generated. They might be dumb as hell. They might not make any damn sense, but the general idea is here. For instance, when Six was asking me about stuff, I was talking about like different subscription tiers. This doesn't know about that. I need to rework on it. I was talking about different functionality, like that's in my brain that might not be in here, because I just told it like quickly. I went like these 5 pages, but I know I went like 8 pages. And so I'm going to refine this stuff. But this is really excellent, really good starting point. And then we got a little bit of a design brief set up too, which is kind of cool. And we're going to take those and run with it. So, I mean, like, hell yeah, I just said that to this thing right here, right? And it generated an app, and it's still working on the code behind the scene. You're viewing a user-generated chat creation with V0. Use discretion when engaging with the content. Okay, don't show me that again. So, like, yeah, you can, and so it built out all this stuff behind the scenes. It's got the pages, it's got profiles, it's got bidding, it's got product details. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. If people who don't know how to code can do it, it definitely helps out, Mantis, if you can code, because you're going to run into issues. And it's like, if your car doesn't start, if the app doesn't work, you can ask AI why, and it's going to figure it out. But if you're a mechanic and you know that the car is not starting because it's not getting gas, then you're going to find out that it's because the fuel injector is broken way faster than somebody who doesn't know. You're going to get the answer. It will work through AI. It will just take you longer if you don't know how to code. And so, yeah. This app combines Tinder's intuitive swiping mechanics with eBay's auction functionality, creating an engaging shopping experience. How do I run it? And then you can like down here, suggestions, add authentication, add real-time bidding, add search filter. Yeah, I want to add a search filter. Oh, well, I'm not signed in, so I'd have to sign in to get that. And I'm also, I don't have an account here. And so I can't utilize this, but yeah, so we want to buy that. Oh, now we got headphones. Oh, I want to buy the headphones. Oh, the ceramic vase. So like, see, this is broken. Like, after hitting like or dislike, all the next items are loading in sideways. Please fix that. So see, like, there's a problem right here, right off the bat. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. I haven't looked at the code. I just told the AI, hey, there's a problem here. And it's like, oh, hey, I found the issue. Or I think I found the issue and it's going to fix it. Hopefully it does actually fix it. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. It's working on it right now. But yeah, so you can absolutely vibe code some stuff if you've got any idea. If there's something you want to make, you should be able to make it. Now, will be able to make a video game? I don't think so. Maybe. See, look, it fixed the problem. I don't know anything about front end. I am a back end developer. I don't know UI stuff. I don't have any idea how this stuff works. And sick. It's working. Ooh, I can put a bid on it. Oh my god. So they have like accept a bid, and oh man, see, this thing's pretty neat. I like this. It's got its price up there. Oh wait, it was working. Oh, the swipe was working for a second. Oh, you got to be like right on the edge. The swipe is a little awkward, but I think that's just because I'm using here and not using it on a phone. But I don't know. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Can people who code benefit from these things? Fuck yeah, absolutely. In fact, yeah, never mind. I don't want to go into that because then I'll be here a long time and I got to run. So, how is AI code gen for C#? Is it any good? Yeah. DG dev? Yeah, absolutely. I think it is pretty good. Dredge dev? On Dredge? Yes, I do think the C# stuff is pretty good. I'm using Copilot at work and it's been pretty successful. It's been able to do a lot of stuff. It's been able to work in massive projects, like not just one tiny file. Like I'm talking like 18 solutions in a single project, or 18 projects in a single solution, 10,000 files, 400,000 lines of code. It works in that just fine. So it's been awesome. Subject nice content. Any advice where to start and learn the fastest? I'm just now starting off with this and I'm taking my learn together approach. So I'm learning how to use the AI with you all. I know a little bit from some training I've done at work. I would just say get into it. Like start playing with it. The best way to learn is by doing. You're not going to know how to build a bookshelf unless you get some wood and some nails and you start breaking some boards, okay? Not everything's going to work out. You're going to run into problems, but you just keep pushing forward. It's up to you. If you get it to work. Like, look, we just made this in like 20 seconds together, right? Like, and it was just off of like 2 prompts. This isn't going to be like hooked up to a database or anything, but you can download this code and then start working with it. So, and honestly, you can ask AI to help you out every step of the way. I would say that here, I linked it earlier. Where was it? Where'd it go? It's a different person. Where's it at? Fuck me. I'll give you a link to a different guy that I liked. A lot of YouTube content about vibe coding is like, get rich quick. You're going to make $1 million right now. And that stuff is fake. That's not real. So don't fall into that. But, this other guy, I think gives a pretty realistic view on how to use things. And so Sean Kochel, I'm just so god awful with names. Here it is. Can you show the generated code for the UI? Yeah, you click on here and click down here. But yep, this stuff could all be. Please make it. Please make it vibrant colors that are enticing for shopping with stock photos. Let's see if it does that there. Thanks, brother. Love you. Yeah, take care, man. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. I don't know how to get YouTube notifications, so sorry I can't see when you guys interact on YouTube. But I've got to run. I've got a one, I'm hangry, and two, she's hangry. So we got two hangry individuals over here, and we need to at least fix the hunger, and hopefully that fixes the hangy part. The real examples of people do business or something like vibe coding are the real life examples. If you just Google it, or if you just search it in YouTube, everyone claims they're making $1 million from it. I don't think they are. I think the people who make money from it are the people teaching people how to do it. But yes, at my work, me and other employees are getting most of our work done through AI. We're doing a little bit, but most of it now we're legitimately using AI. I'm working with React since 8 years, so not bad, not so good. Yeah, I don't know how to use React, and AI is trained on React a lot. I wish I knew how to use React, because when you run into issues, it does help a lot if you understand the basics. I'm trying to filibuster until this thing finishes. I want to see if it looks good off of that prompt of just making vibrant colors and enticing for shopping. I want to see if this is going to work. But I really got to run. So come on, hurry up. Include generation images in your outputs. It costs 5 cents per image. Oh, shit. Well, I haven't signed in, so good luck charging me 5 cents, bitch. Can you tell the agent to tell itself how to make the apps you want? Yes, you can. Absolutely. That's like actually how the agent stuff works. So I mean, it's a little bit better themed if you like tone it down. Like try to make it look like the. I don't know how to like size this better. Oh, then you can click on your favorites. Yeah, this is actually kind of a sick idea. Maybe I'm gonna build this instead. This actually isn't that bad, isn't it? Right? Like, is this a better way of shopping? Like a random impulse buy? It's probably not, but it's kind of neat. You can tell like categories that you're interested in, and then just browse random shit. I don't know. This might be nice. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Peace out, Girl Scout. Sorry, I can't answer anymore. I'll hopefully be live Saturday around noon to 1 Central Standard Time. No guarantees. I just stream when I can. Maybe there will be a small stream tomorrow around the same time. Not sure, but I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It was great to have you all here. What about savings apps? Swipe to deposit onto a savings account? I don't think that one work. You have ETFs going by. People would just be like recent stocks, like stock trends on an individual stock. I don't know, but all right. Bye. Peace out, girl.